concept of the Alberta Aboriginal Youth Achievement Awards is to take Aboriginal youth that are role models in their community and give them a public platform so that we can in turn inspire other Aboriginal youth to get involved, but also to create a more positive awareness about some of the great things that are happening within our culture, and that Aboriginal people are here, and that it's a strong culture, and that we're doing great things out there. The fun thing about our show is that it's for youth, by youth, and so when all the nominations come in, we have an independent Aboriginal selection committee comprised of Aboriginal youth that select all of the recipients, so they go through and score them all, and that's how we pick tonight's finalists. Our main objective for the youth coming into this is, although they're already coming in as leaders in their communities, we like to build on the skill set that they already have. So an important component for us is to have all of the finalists meet each other, and then on top of that, we give them some public speaking skills. We give them the opportunity to come in and do their headshots and do their video interviews, but really what it is to share each other's stories, where they're from, and hopefully create some lifelong friendships, and they stay in touch, and they in turn can go out and use the skills that they learn on our orientation weekend in the classroom, in their jobs, and hopefully it's something they'll carry with them for the rest of their life. Another important component to the Alberta Aboriginal Youth Achievement Awards is our Exploring College and Career Options Conference that we call our ECHO Conference. And it takes place the day of the awards show, and we have Aboriginal youth from all over Alberta that come into the conference. And it's really designed to assist Aboriginal youth to focus on education and career-related opportunities. And the conference is held in conjunction with Inuit, MacEwan University, Northwest College, and University of Alberta, who run the sessions, and we have exhibitors from different organizations all over the province, and kids pretty much get a feel for post-secondary opportunities as well as career opportunities, and get a chance to network and meet people from the particular field that they are getting exposure to. So during the day we have them learning about career and post-secondary opportunities, and that night we're presenting them role models, and hopefully we are inspiring them to go out into their community and achieve greatness, whether that's through culture and heritage or careers or volunteering opportunities. But we're hoping that somewhere throughout the day that a component will speak to one of the youth who are attending, and they will go out in turn and create great things.
Now you'll have to forgive me because I forgot to recognize my lovely assistant, Christy, who brought out the sculpture. I just wanted to say that Vanna White has nothing on you. So I was thinking from now on, I'm probably gonna have to call you like Vanna Red or something. But we'll talk about that, we'll discuss it. Now, the first two awards for culture and heritage. All right, now this is the only category without a junior and senior winner. Now, nominations are open to all Aboriginal groups, Métis, First Nations, and Inuit. Now, this year, there were no Inuit nominations, so I encourage you all to make sure that you're going out into your communities and making sure that you're nominating these young people because they deserve a chance. Now, for the first award, Métis Culture and Heritage, our nominees include a young lady who started playing fiddle at the age of 3, a 10-year-old performer who has performed for the US ambassador, and a hoop dancer who wants to become an engineer. Let's take a look.
Today, 19-year-old Darla Daniels lives in Edmonton, but she comes from the Buffalo Lake Métis settlement. She began playing fiddle at the age of 11 and learned to dance from the late, great Gerald White. As a Métis fiddler, Darla has traveled throughout Northeast Alberta, playing at jamborees and entering competitions. As a high school student, she taught Métis music to the youth of her community. Today, she studies music at MacEwan University. All her role models tend to fiddle around a bit, if you know what I mean. Here she is with the late Gilbert Anderson. You might not know this, but Darla has released not 1, but 2 CDs of Métis music. You should get one right away.
Hi, my name is Christian Hazel. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Calgary, Alberta. I'm Métis, so I do First Nations dancing and also the Red River Jig. I'm actually a two-time world champion hoop dancer. First Métis to ever win, so that's quite a privilege. I've helped out in the community with a bunch of charities and stuff. Seeing the people's face afterwards, it makes you smile. My role model is Louis Riel, because his whole life he had to fight for what he believed in, and I've also had to fight since I'm not dark. You know, you can't really tell I'm native. I've had to pull through and just not really listen to what people say. Last year I was offered a part in Cirque du Soleil. I unfortunately couldn't accept it because I wasn't old enough and I had to finish school. Right now I should be in Cirque du Soleil.
That's it. My name is Colton Baird and I'm 10 years old from Edmonton, Alberta. It's cool to play the fiddle. I've been playing for 3.5 years and well, I'm pretty sure that I'm the most advanced child player in my school. Any little contest that we can find I would try and get to, like especially the John Arcand one. My role model is Charlie Daniels because, well, he can come up with one of the hardest songs in the world and also one of the most famous songs in the world. Fiddle tunes. Devil Went Down to Georgia. My plan for the future is becoming educated and becoming a wealthy fiddle player.
Here to help us present the award for Culture and Heritage, please welcome from CFWE FM Radio in Edmonton, Cliff Gladue, the Cree Cultural Liaison. And the 2011 recipient of the Métis Culture and Heritage Award is Colton Baird.
Hi. I'd like to thank my nominators from Prince Charles School, Gary Lee and Judy Gatto. I would also like to thank my family for their continued support and guidance. Especially, I'd like to thank everybody here for their continued encouragement, faith, and patience. Hi.
Congratulations, Colton. I also heard that you were rocking it out in Churchill Square earlier. I got a text from a buddy. He's like, yeah, he was rocking out there, man. There's this kid out here. And I said, nah, he's my cousin. All right, an artistic 23-year-old, a 12-year-old who can speak Cree and Saulteaux, and a teenager with a passion for traditional dance. Here are the nominees for First Nations Culture and Heritage.
My name is Nipanoje and I'm 23 years old. I was born and raised in Calgary, Alberta, but I'm originally from the Big Stone Cree Nation. I was raised really traditionally by my grandmother and my family. My grandmother's name was Rose Auger, and she was a well-known medicine woman. She taught me how to be a woman, and she taught me that women always wear dresses because it keeps us closer to Mother Earth. And even though you can still be a strong woman, you still are expected to cook and clean. My plans for the future are to take my art and my culture and go around to reserve schools and teach art. Something people might not know about me is I'm a fisherman. This is me in my backyard with 4 Bow River trout. Bow River trout. I'm sweating.
I'm Tristan Tabatat. Right now I live in Calgary, Alberta. My family came from Kaktuishtahoe, that's in southwest Saskatchewan. When I was in elementary, I was the only native in my grade. My teachers asked me to dance and share my heritage. So I brought in some artifacts and I danced with my regalia. When I was younger, I was a grass dancer. In grade 4, I changed to fancy. I would dance at the Stampede and just at powwows. For me, actions speak louder than words, like Dwayne Johnson, how he shares his culture about being a New Zealander. One of the things that people might not know about me, I'm a pretty good horse rider. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I want to do, I'm only 14. I know that I do want to go into music and share my culture on the way.
My name is Jaden Thompson. I'm 12 years old. I come from Hinton, Alberta. My family comes from the Rocky Mountains. Anin means hello in Ojibwe. My mom and dad has been taking me to powwows since I was 2 years old. I'm a grass dancer, but I like fancy dancing because they do like cool tricks and all. My role model is Uncle Hank because he takes me out hunting and teach me become a man. He doesn't like his picture taken, but he's out in the audience. Hi, Uncle Hank. When I grow up, I'm gonna finish school and become an engineer. Something that people might not know about me, I play hockey. My position is center. Go team, go.
And the winner of the award for First Nations Culture and Heritage is Jaden Thompson.
Tanse, nigan no te nanaskamau go tawina. Kisamento. Second of all, I'd like to thank the people who nominated me, my family and friends, and all the people who support me for giving me this opportunity to be here tonight. Thank you, AAYAA committee and sponsors, and I'd like to wish the other nominees good luck. This award is dedicated to my grandma, Mary Birubon.
Congratulations, Jaden, and thank you very much to our presenter, Cliff Gladue, the Cree Cultural Liaison from CFWE FM Radio in Edmonton.